All right. The moment you've all been waiting for the 2026 BBL fantasy season. This is how we're going to be deciding the draft order. To clarify, before we get started, well, number one, I put all 12 of your names in the hat. This is kind of a booth website a little bit. I actually cannot scroll down, so you're just gonna have to trust me. But you can see 12 names in the hat. Um, what else? To clarify, this is the order of the actual draft spots in the sense that um, the first person that gets selected is going to draft first. The last person that gets selected is going to draft last. It's not the order that you don't get to decide where you get to draft based on this. This is your actual draft order. I think there's a attestation to the randomness of this website. Um, is the random picker truly fair? Yes. Hat Picker uses a pseudo-random number generator that provides a uniform distribution. Sure. Um, every name in the hat has an equal probability of being selected, ensuring a completely fair draw every time. There we go. You can even find more. How does random name picking work? There you go. Drop the link if you're interested. Um, anyways, let's get started with the first pick of the 2026 BBL Fantasy Football Draft. Goes to Carla. Wow. All right. Next up. Nice. The history is pretty sweet, honestly. I'm writing this down too, so we don't forget. All right. Next up, second pick, the 2026 BBL Fantasy Draft goes to Jeffrey. Third pick in the 2026 BBL Fantasy Football Draft goes to Rayhan. I gotta write this down, otherwise we're screwed. All right. Um, Probably can't even scroll on this. Yeah, see that? So you got to write it down. Um, the fourth pick in the 2026 BBL Fantasy Draft, Rowena. The fifth pick in the BBL 2026 Fantasy Draft, Ryan. The sixth pick in the 2026 BBL Fantasy Football Draft, Stefan. The seventh pick in the 2026 BBL Fantasy Football Draft. Keith, our namesake. The eighth pick in the BBL 2026 Fantasy Football Draft. Gary, the ninth pick in the BBL Fantasy Football 2026 Draft. Arthur, the 10th pick in the 2026 BBL Fantasy Football Draft. Robert, the 11th pick in the 2026 BBL Fantasy Football Draft. Austin, and finally, Last but not least, the 12th pick in the 2026 BBL fantasy football draft. Zachary. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. And I'm happy I wrote these down. I guess you can save too. It's bad. Feedback. This is a vibe coded website. That's about it. I'll send a list of the actually, you know what? I'll put a little screen cap of the order at the end of the video so as not to spoil it for you folks who haven't gotten to watch the video yet, but that's about it. Excited to see you all on draft night, 8:30 p.m., August 20th. Very exciting. Talk to you later.